How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am your humble and gracious host, Stilo. Recommended to do Nessa Barrett, Dying on the Inside, so I'm going to get right into it. Let me know in the comment box what you think about this record and how you feel about, what's the last project, Pretty Poison. I really enjoyed it. It was a little depressing, but I enjoyed it. It was great music. If you're looking for that, it's on my channel. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
You should take it as a compliment. You are watching a master. If I were you, I would be more confident. You're lucky that you're pretty. Why are you obsessed with your appearance? I don't wanna hear it. You're fine. It's been my best kept secret for a while now. No one ever sees it, but it's all around. It's the dinner conversation no one talks about. Don't know how much longer I can keep this down. Beauty is a knife, I've been holding by the blade. Swallowing my pride so I won't eat anything.
Ooh, swallowing my pride so I won't eat anything.
It's all a lie. Honestly, it's eating me alive. They're all like, did you change your hair? Did you lose a little weight? You should keep it up, cause it really looks great. I hate that I always look my best when I'm dying on the inside.
I asked a lot of questions when I speak about Pretty Poison. Like I said, the reactions on my channel, a lot of these subject matter, like, it's deep and it gets lost if you're not listening, because the production or the melody's so pretty. And she made, like, I take these titles and these subject matters seriously, right? And I get concerned because I've seen this story before where it feels like the artist is crying out for help. How does her A&R feel, right, about some of the some of the subject matter and the sonics of it, right? I genuinely hope that she's getting the help that she needs, whether she's recovering. But it seems like when you're tackling such a deep and dark and heavy subject matter, you need to go back into those feelings in order to create a record like this. You get what I mean? So even though you may be over it, you got to still be attached to those feelings in order to execute a record that we can all feel. And this is why I think that record labels, even though it may be a conflict of interest, I don't see this ever happening, but they should probably offer more resources to mental health and therapy and stuff like that, so that they don't burn out and they don't inevitably leave us sooner than we want them to, without getting too deep. I think you understand where I'm coming from as far as like leaving untimely, right? So I hope the best for her. She's very talented. It just popped in my head and I had to let that be known. But back into the record.
That makes me feel like I should fucking disappear and drown my demons in a bathtub filled with tears. No matter what I try, they always seem to come back to life. What if I didn't do this to my body? What if I quit and then you don't want me? The dinner conversation no one talks about. Don't know how much longer I can keep this down. Beauty is a knife, I've been holding by the blade. Swallowing my pride so I won't eat anything. It's all a lie. Honestly, it's eating me alive. They're all like, did you change your hair? Did you lose a little weight? You should keep it up, cause it really looks great. I hate that I always look my best when I'm dying on the inside. If I were you, I would be more confident. You're lucky that you're pretty. Why are you obsessed with your appearance. I don't wanna hear it, you're fine. Beauty is a knife I've been holding by the blade, swallowing my pride so I won't eat anything. It's all a lie, honestly it's eating me alive. They're all like, did you change your hair? Did you lose a little weight? You should keep it up, cause it really looks great. I hate that I always look my best when I'm dying on the inside.
That's a heavy song. That's a heavy song. And I get what she means. Like, I understand when you look good, you feel good. Or maybe you got to trick yourself when you look in the mirror and you look good, but you don't necessarily feel good. I could see it could be amplified, like how you feel inside could really consume you if you look into your mirror and you look like shit and you feel like shit. So if I'm going to feel like shit, the best I can do for myself is look good, you know? Fake it till you make it. Maybe you'll trick your mind into thinking that you're actually better than what you are, you know? So, especially getting all those compliments, those hollow compliments of like, you look good, you know, you look good, you must be, you know, some of the strongest battles or the toughest battles are in our mind, right? And away from the human eye. So I could look like I'm doing well. I could look like I'm in great spirits or great shape, but inside I'm suffering. So I recommend that if you feel that way, that you get the help. I encourage everybody to do therapy, no matter what you are, as far as gender, sexual orientation, ethnicity. We all need therapy because the human existence is a dark existence. It's a very heavy existence. It could be positive. It could be a lot of light in it. Excuse me. I'm messing up the words. I'm messing up my words as a reaction. It's the wine. I promise you I'm a little slurring, but I'm going to try to finish this on a clear, level-headed point of view. Going back to the point, life, it can be as dark as you make it and as beautiful as you make it, right? And the reality is, there's a lot of darkness and a lot of things in this life, in this human existence that nobody prepared us for, that sometimes hardens our heart and pushes us into a lot of unhealthy mental thoughts and a lot of ways we try to escape that and cope with that and try to drown that out with more things that are not good for us or healthy for us, to try to suppress that feeling and try to battle that feeling, whether it be try to distract ourselves through social media, through recreational vices, whether that be through drink, plant medicine, if you get my drift, and even the harder substances. The decisions we make to cope, there has to be a balance, because our life is about decisions, and it's very important about the decisions we make, and we have to be mindful of that. When you're young, you don't necessarily understand the type of past your decisions of the present can take you into the future, right? And you can make a lot of costly mistakes and have those mistakes come with consequences that some you may not be able to come back from. Hopefully the mistakes you make, we're all going to make mistakes, right? And hopefully those mistakes aren't too costly. And there's a lot of people that have made some decisions or are gone down a path that has inevitably cost them their lives. And I've had an experience with that recently that I won't get too deep on camera with. Bottom line, the record is concerning. But you already knew that by my tone. That doesn't mean that the record is not good. The record is good. The record is great. I enjoy her. But I hope she's surrounded by love and positive energy, family and friends, and people that genuinely care about her. Because it could get dark. Life can get very dark. And it's great to be around people that truly love you. All right. I'm going to get up out of here. Interesting song. Inspires some interesting feelings out of me. Let me know in the comment box what you think. Stilo Vino Pellegrino. I'm out. Y'all be safe. Shwee.